new things to update you on with my half marathon training. One, I had a 4-mile run today. I was back at home, so I ran this one in the neighborhood. Drew out a 4-mile route and ran it a little different. I started in the opposite direction from what I normally run, just to kind of mix things up. It made the hills a little different. The elevation was kind of flip-flop from what I'm used to running, and so it was nice to mix it up. Tried a couple of new things on the run. The Jeff Galloway method of 2 miles of running and about 30 seconds to a minute of rest. Kind of to incorporate just a little bit of rest, break up the running. I think this will be more effective on longer runs. Today's run was only 4 miles, so I really only had one break in there, so I'll be curious to see how it works on the longer runs and how if it keeps me fresh and keeps my pace up. The other thing that I worked on was maintaining a consistent pace, albeit a little bit slower. It was about a 10-minute mile. I was able to maintain that consistently over the 4 miles. In fact, I think the first 2 miles were exactly 9:51 each, and then the second were just a little over 10. So on average, a 10-minute mile. I think this will also be beneficial throughout the rest of my training to focus on consistency. That way I don't fall into the trap of busting out of the gate with a fast pace and then winding up, really slow at the end of a race, regardless of the length. Lastly, I officially registered for the Hotlanta Half on June 12th. I know I had talked about training for it, but up until this point had not officially registered. So now I'm registered, paid, and ready to go. I think this will help me kind of amp up my training, help me focus on nutrition, stretching, cross-training, strength, the other things aside from the running that are going to contribute to the overall success of the event in June. I just finished a 6.2 mile run. I did 6.2 so I could log it as a 10K time. This is the longest run that I've done since starting my training for the half marathon. And it went pretty well. I maintained about a 10:24 pace over the 6.2 miles, so I'm happy with that at this point. Also, this was the first run that I've donated my miles that I ran to charity through Charity Miles. It's an awesome app that you can download for free in the App Store. And sponsors, they have sponsors that donate to over 37 charitable organizations for the amount of miles that you run, walk, or bike. It's a very cool way to benefit others through our running, and so I'll put a link below here for you to check it out if you haven't done so already. Again, great 6.2 miles, and I'm looking forward to my next run. See you guys. Thanks for watching. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe to follow along with my training and keep up to date with new episodes. See you next time. I know I've been talking about training for it, but I hadn't